Hello, I'm Tom Bailey, and in today's episode, I'll be getting to know Michela Quilici, and she is an international business growth coach, award-winning marketing strategist, Amazon bestselling author, speaker, and global operations and training director at the Women's Speakers Association. So, Michela, hello, and a very warm welcome to today's episode.
Hello, Tom. So good to be here with you and all of your listeners today.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And whereabouts are you in the world right now?
So today I am calling in from Holland in the Netherlands.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And I just want to share a little bit more about you before we do get started. So, as a business navigator, Michela works with growth-minded business owners, service professionals, and CEOs who want to scale their business with both confidence and with ease. The title for today's episode is How to Systemize Your Business to Scale, Grow, and Maximize Results. And Michela is going to show us how to do that in just 7 minutes. So, no pressure. Question number one today is, who are your ideal clients?
Ideal clients are those business owners, service professionals who want to accelerate their growth and scale to multiple 6 and 7 figures. And they really want more sales and revenue systems for more predictability, profitability, and scalability in their business. And they are really wanting to go from being reactive to being more proactive in their business.
Got it. Makes complete sense. So, thinking of these business owners, then, what is typically the biggest challenge that they face?
Yeah, the biggest challenge is that they are being the business and not running the business, Tom. So, they're wearing all the hats, as you know, doing all the things, and stuck in really in the day-to-day operations of the business. They're spending way too much time dealing with the daily minutia, the got-to-minute meetings and the emails. It's those responding to fires. They're more like firefighters. And reacting to what's coming at them. They're spending way too much time in the weeds of the business.
Got it. And when they are stuck in the weeds in their business, what impact will that typically have on them or their business?
Well, never mind the stress and late nights and working around the clock and giving up your weekends. But really the risk is, leaving money on the table or having profit leaks in the business. Inefficiencies in the business, flat growth. The reality is that the business can't sustain or operate optimally without their own hands-on involvement. So that lack of long-term planning kind of creates short-term thinking. So it's difficult to have space and bandwidth to be able to think, plan, and act strategically.
Yeah, perfect. So what would you say is the one piece of advice that you'd want to give to somebody to really help them solve this problem in their business?
So if you want to take your business to that next level of growth and profitability, you need to make a commitment to grow and strengthen the company and focus on those constant incremental improvement and changes. And this is where, you want to commit to dedicating at least 1 to 2 hours a week to carve out time in your calendar to work on the business rather than working in the business. It's that Kaizen approach. That's those small incremental changes that will make a difference.
Yeah, love that. That's going to make a huge impact for a lot of business owners, I'm sure. So what is one valuable resource that you can offer to people to really help them solve this problem?
Yeah, so I've got a great resource on my website, which is a roadmap to help business owners have a system to grow your business with more clarity and confidence in 6 simple steps. So it's about how to get noticed, get clients, get profitable, and get scaled. And so this helps you connect the dots between those marketing and sales activities so that you have a bit of a roadmap to follow on the way to growth to be more focused.
Great. And where can people get that?
Yeah, they can get it at marketforprofitplan.com.
Fantastic. Thank you. So what I'll do is I'll put that link into the show notes for you so people can just click on that. And it's marketforprofitplan.com. So quick question about you, Michela. Obviously, you've had an interesting journey. What would you say is one of the greatest either mistakes or failures that you've made either in life or business? And what did you learn from it?
Oh, wow, Tom, do we just have time for one? I've been failing forward, as I say, probably all my life. I have a tendency in the past to confuse mistakes and setbacks as failure. In my case, the fear of taking action, the overcoming that perfectionism was huge for me. I wouldn't take action until I thought I knew it was perfect. And that is, in the in one instance, staying in a business partnership that wasn't healthy or productive, staying too long.
Yeah.
And so, what I have learned is it's just, trying to remember and remind myself that it's all about, there's no failure. Only those failed attempts and those results in learning, and to just keep taking action one step in front of the next.
Incredible perspective. Thank you. And the last question from me today is, what is the one question that I should have asked you that will also bring some great value to our audience today?
Yeah, so the question would be, what would be one way to go from being reactive to being more proactive in your business?
Good
And
question.
so my advice would be, you want to identify some of the major impact areas of your business,
Mhm.
and schedule weekly workshop meetings, either with yourself, if it's just you, or with team members, and in each of those impact areas for the next 12 months. So at the end of the year, that's 52 weeks of thinking, planning, and taking action on some of those impact areas that affect the bottom line, like
Huge.
employees, products and
Mhm.
selling, marketing and sales, customers, time management, those kinds of things.
Yeah, huge. And just out of interest, just on that point, would you choose one topic and stick with that for a few weeks, or do you tend to have lots of different topics ongoing at the same time?
Yeah, so most likely you're going to have different topics. And
Mhm.
so you can break those down by quarterly projects. You can break
Yeah.
those down by monthly if they're quicker to cycle through. But really, it's about setting down some time to think through what are those areas, and then planning out that 12-month, 52-week strategy of how you're
Got it.
going to address them and pick them off one by one.
Fantastic piece of advice to end on. So, Michaela, thanks again for your time today. I really appreciate you coming along to share some value with our audience.
Thank you, Tom. So great to have had this conversation and to open up the discussion on this important topic.